Welcome, fellow denizens of the dark. This is Lance, your host of Strange Bites, where we sink our teeth into wonderfully weird and wild science discoveries. I really appreciate everyone tuning in. If you enjoy the show, please hit that subscribe button on your favorite podcast app, leave a quick review, and follow us on social media. Your support truly makes a difference. Now let's dive into today's bite. Deep beneath the waves, in the twilight zone where sunlight struggles to penetrate, the coral reefs hold secrets that have been waiting millions of years to be uncovered. Not every mystery hides in the abyss. Some lurk in plain sight, swaying gently among the fronds of red algae, invisible to all but the most patient observers. Today we descend into the gardens of the Great Barrier Reef to encounter a creature so perfectly disguised that it evaded science for decades. A tiny phantom draped in living filaments that make it look like a forgotten relic from a childhood story, or something far older and stranger that nature itself dreamed up. This is episode 34, the Snuffleupagus of the sea. Solenostomus Snuffleupagus, a ghost pipefish that blurs the line between myth and science. Imagine yourself slipping beneath the surface of the Coral Sea, far off the coast of northern Queensland, Australia. The water envelops you like a living blanket. Sunbeams fracture into emerald and sapphire shafts, illuminating a world of swaying thickets. Red macroalgae carpets the reef walls, their fronds drifting in gentle current like the unkempt hair of some submerged giant. You hover there, breath steady through your regulator, and something watches. It doesn't dart away like a startled damselfish. It doesn't lunge like a moray. It simply exists, motionless, almost indistinguishable from the algae itself, measuring just 4 to 5 centimeters long, no bigger than a matchstick or a golf tee. The creature possesses a long, drooping snout and eyes that seem to hold the quiet patience of deep evolutionary time. Its body glows with a vibrant orange-red hue, but the true marvel lies in the dense covering of long, hair-like dermal filaments. These delicate threads cascade from its head, jaw, snout, fins, and even along its body, giving it a shaggy, woolly appearance that earned its name, Snuffleupagus of the sea. With permission from Sesame Street Workshop, of course. Scientists officially named it Solenostomus Snuffleupagus in honor of the beloved Sesame Street character. Yet this is no playful puppet. It belongs to the family Solenostomidae, the ghost pipefishes, close relatives of the seahorse, yet forming their own enigmatic lineage. Unlike male seahorses that carry eggs in a brood pouch, female ghost pipefishes use fused pelvic fins to shelter and protect their developing young. They are deliberate ambush predators, hovering with near perfect stillness. They wait for the perfect moment before striking with that tubular snout, vacuuming up tiny crustaceans. CT scans of specimens have even revealed the remains of a small fish in their stomachs, a reminder that even the most unassuming forms can be formidable hunters in the right environment. The journey to its formal discovery reads like a maritime detective story spanning decades. The first specimens were collected back in January 1993 during a scientific expedition to the outer Great Barrier Reef near Rain Island. Teams from the Australian Museum, the Museum and Art Gallery of the Northern Territory, and the Field Museum brought these odd hairy fish back to the lab. At the time, they were tentatively filed away, perhaps just unusual variants of known ghost pipefishes. Years passed. Then around 2001, marine biologist David Harasti was diving on a reef wall near Papua New Guinea when he spotted one alive. Its shaggy form and elephantine snout immediately struck him as something undescribed. He returned multiple times over the years, searching the same sites, but the creature seemed to have melted back into the reef. It was as if the ocean itself was playing hide and seek. It wasn't until 2020 that persistence paid off. Arasti, working with ichthyologist Graham Short, located a male-female pair in dense algae cover on the Great Barrier Reef. These living specimens, combined with the preserved 1993 material, now analyzed with advanced CT scanning and genetic sequencing, finally provided the evidence needed. In a paper published in the Journal of Fish Biology on May 10, 2026, Solenostomus Snuffleupagus was officially recognized as a new species. Genetic analysis revealed it diverged from the closest relatives about 18 million years ago. It has 36 vertebrae, compared to the 32 to 34 typically in other ghost pipefishes. A more compact and vertically deep body, unique ossicle structures in the fins, and genetic divergence of about 22%. These traits mark it as an early branching member of the group, a living window into the evolutionary past of these enigmatic fishes. What allowed it to remain hidden for so long? Those signature hair-like filaments are a masterclass of crypsis. They mimic the texture, color, and movement of surrounding red algae with uncanny precision. The fish sways in perfect synchrony with the current, becoming little more than drifting debris. In a reef ecosystem teeming with vibrant life, clownfish, parrotfish, and flashy corals, this tiny phantom chose the ultimate disguise: invisibility. Even experienced divers and scientists swam past it countless times, without realizing what they were missing. Imagine a pair of these creatures side by side in the dim light, their filamentous bodies entwined with the reef's secret architecture. One careless fin kick from a diver, one shift in the current, and the illusion would shatter, only for them to vanish once more into the crimson haze. Ghost pipefishes as a group are masters of camouflage and delicate beauty. With this discovery, the known species in the family Solenostomidae now number 7. Solenostomus Snuffleupagus stands out not just for its shaggy exterior, but for its specialized adaptations to life among dense macroalgae. It inhabits coral reefs across the southwestern Pacific, including the Great Barrier Reef, Papua New Guinea, Fiji, New Caledonia, and possibly farther reaches like Tonga. Citizen science platforms such as iNaturalist have played a growing role with diver photographs helping map its elusive distribution. Broader implications ripple through marine biology. Even in one of the most intensively studied reef systems on Earth, cryptic biodiversity persists. This species highlights how much remains undiscovered, not in remote trenches, but in habitats we've visited repeatedly. Integrative taxonomy, combining traditional morphology, modern imaging like CT scans, and DNA analysis, proved essential here. It also underscores the value of museum collections. Specimens gathered over 30 years ago became crucial once living observations finally aligned. In the larger tapestry of ocean life, ghost pipefishes remind us of the intricate balance of predator and prey, camouflage and survival. Their slow, deliberate movements conserve energy in nutrient-variable reef environments, while their brood pouches represent a fascinating reproductive strategy in the fish world. So in this technological era, what does this diminutive shaggy phantom reveal about our world and our place within it? The Snuffleupagus of the sea delivers a humbling lesson in humility and persistence. Here is a creature that evolved over millions of years to become its environment so completely that human eyes simply failed to register it. Its filaments aren't mere decorations, they represent an evolutionary dialogue between predator, prey, and habitat. A masterclass in adaptation where survival hinges not on speed or strength, but on perfect stillness and mimicry. This discovery invites us to reflect on the limits of observation. How many other wonders, biological, technological, philosophical, or even personal, hide in plain sight within our own lives and societies? In a frantic rush towards progress, do we risk becoming the clumsy diver whose movements stir the sediment and obscure the quiet truth swaying just beyond our focus? The universe, it seems, delights in concealment. Mysteries often wear the most familiar disguises. A Sesame Street silhouette on a reef fish, ancient lineages persisting unnoticed. potentials within ourselves that remain veiled until we learn to slow down, to look again with fresh eyes and patient heart. What hidden adaptations might humanity need to cultivate in the face of our own changing world? What undiscovered facets of consciousness, of resilience, or of connection lie camouflaged in the algae of our daily existence? The Snuffleupagus of the sea doesn't just expand our catalog of species, it expands our imagination, reminding us that true discovery demands more than tools. It requires wonder, repeated effort, and a willingness to embrace the strange. In the end, perhaps the strangest bite isn't the fish at all, but the profound realization that the ocean, and by extension, existence itself, still holds countless secrets, patiently waiting for those who know how to listen to the silence between the waves. That's it for today's bite. I hope you enjoyed the story. If you did, please hit that subscribe button on your favorite podcast app. Give me a follow on social media. And for a deeper dive into the Snuffleupagus of the sea, you can see the links in the show notes. Until next time, stay strange and question everything.